ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of Hennessy Performance League Game of the Week. And we've got a bit of an unconventional matchup here. We've got the NC Bowl. We got Nebraska, who's sitting at 0-4 with Slick NASCAR, going on the road to Charlotte, who is 2-2 with Tiger NASCAR. Joining me is one of Charlotte's most bitter enemies on the football field, Pablo Escobar. How are we doing today?
We're good. We're going to try to have a non-biased broadcast, playing a game with two opponents, but Charlotte is a bitter rival. So, and it looks like the rain has made its way to North Carolina.
The rain is falling down in Charlotte, North Carolina. We were supposed to have another member in this broadcast booth, but he is inept. Yep. So, but anyways, happy early birthday to Mr. Mason. Or you guys know him as Masopes, I reckon. One of the league owners. He does a lot. His birthday's tomorrow, actually. So, have the happiest birthday.
I mean, did you see the student section popping over there?
Look at that, dude.
Did you see? Look at that. I mean,
look at the gold standard.
The stadium pulse is something to watch out for here. Is with the I think I just checked it. I think it's the 103rd toughest place to play. So I mean, stadium pulse could play a big factor.
Yeah. As they're driving right into the golden standard, which is one of the most potent student sections in America. As they will hand it off to Dow. Dow going to cut up. Dow going to make a man miss. Dow going to take it right to him. Dow's going to take it right to the golden standard, into the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. And the tens of fans down there are really upset.
And what's also interesting is Tiger NASCAR reports are he's a meteorology major. The head coach of the Charlotte 49ers is a meteorology major, and he actually told me it was going to rain today. He told me pregame, he said, I think there's rain in the forecast. So, it's interesting.
Yeah, that's not that if you're able to tell rain on the forecast.
No, he didn't use an app or anything. He looked at the sky.
Okay. Anyway, speaking of meteorology majors, we got Max Brown and the Charlotte offense trying to respond. We're going to hit a little RPO there. Mac going to try to bust outside. Going to get in a 3. Blah Hill is down on the stop. So, yeah, Nebraska, right? Let's talk about the situation they're in. 0-4, shocking loss to Michigan last week. What do they need to do to get their season turned around?
I think the main thing to do whenever you're 0-4 is win. I think you've got to win. That's about it. It looks like they have a Scottie Pippen on the roster.
They do. And he's going to read that screen pretty well, matter of fact. That's also Brody Tagaloa, not related to Tua Tagovailoa. Maybe.
Yeah,
maybe
it's
not.
two completely different names, so that would make sense. But
okay, well, sounded the same.
They're maybe both from Hawaii, though.
Well, that guy was from California.
So, never mind, they're not.
Well, they're going to hit the running back here. Thomas Jr. hit hard. And they're picking up a 3rd and 3 here. Dwayne Thomas Jr. And perhaps no player in the middle of the Florida-Charlotte rivalry more than him, being as he's from the state of Florida.
Yeah, those reports pre-Week 0 game that he called out Cormani McLean. Said he was going for 100. And
he went for...
I don't remember who won that. I mean, you can probably check, but it was interesting.
Yeah. Lots of trash talk. No love lost between those two bitter rivals. Oh, he's got the running back out of the backfield. May had a man deep, but if he doesn't trust Max Brown to make that throw, then so be it.
I think it's easy not to trust Max Brown. I think he has like, what, 17 interceptions on the season so far. So
Through 5
it's not
games.
the most difficult thing ever. And looks like we're going to have a holding. This play's coming back.
So Max Brown currently averaging 3.5 picks a game. Just he's got to have a turnover-free day here today, in my opinion, to keep this starting job.
Okay, I don't know if I would say turnover free because the Nebraska head coach is 0-4 and has been known to turn the ball over at times. But it would definitely help.
Well, I'm saying to keep his job. I'm not saying
Okay,
to
I
win the
thought
game.
you
He
were
could
win the
probably
game.
win the game with a turnover, but to keep his job, I just think you can't turn the ball over anymore because, I mean, when's it going to end? Oh, he might have a man and knocked away. An
You know, it was a good
Alphonse. The punt
attempt
team.
there, and with a good punt, he could pin him back deep. Looks like a pretty good punt, but he will have a chance to return it.
Uh-oh.
One thing about the Nebraska team is their speed.
Yeah. They got some speed demons for sure on the offensive side of the ball, and they're going to hit RPO here, and they're swallowing it up.
It
Whole
looks like
pause.
85. Might be going into concussion protocol.
Yeah.
Should be at least, but you know, may not follow the rules.
Rayola dropping back to throw, and he's going to hit a red throw, knocked away. You know, he was actually in the locker room with the Chiefs at the AFC Championship, I believe. I saw.
You know, that is something to monitor. If he could take something from Patrick Mahomes there, learn a little bit after the loss to Michigan, and it could have been a turning point in the season.
Well, that's a good
And
throw.
there
That's a
is
first down.
Lloyd. I believe that's the number one target on this team, Lloyd.
Yeah, the Nebraskan native, actually. And they'll hand it off to Dowdell once again. He gallivants for about 5 yards.
Dowdle is also from Mississippi and believe at some point in his recruitment was committed to Mississippi State.
That would make a lot of sense as he's going to take another one here. Yeah, Dowdle, the ever so threatening.
He did his freshman year at Oregon before transferring to Nebraska.
That's 3-yard gain for the other running back in the system. Johnson starts his day off. Nebraska's having a pretty easy time moving this ball down the field, I'd say, after that 3rd and 10. And
he
he's going to
holds
hang
on.
on to it. First down, Nebraska.
We're seeing a lot of red throws from Raula. So, I mean, if he makes one of them throws in the wrong spot, there's a big gap punched by Jair Johnson. It's an interesting name.
Yeah. Bring up a loss of 2. It'll be 2nd and 12 here. Rayola play action fake. Scrambling out to the right. Just going to throw it away.
That looks like preseason All-American Demon Clowney.
Demon Clowney, yeah. My little demon. Right?
I believe he might not make the All-American team. Season's going so far, but
picked! There it is.
This could be 6.
Oh my goodness, the Cuck gets
Can
it
I
done.
get a Mick Pick six.
He's going to take it all the way, and the gold standard is absolutely lighting up.
If the stadium pulse was not popping before that, it will be now.
I can just see a little Nathan Jurgens going crazy in the crowd as the extra point is almost missed. It is 7-all. I would go down to our sideline reporters, but we don't have any sideline reporters. So we're just going to kick this ball off and start the second quarter.
Look at just the sheer awesomeness of that student section. I mean, it's kind of crazy. That could have been what prompted the interception there. He was getting close to the end zone with the student section growling at him, and he just made a bad read.
So here we go, handoff to Dowdell. That one's not going anywhere. Charlotte has some life here. The Bang Bang Niner gang, right? Okay. 2nd and 12. Raiola dropping back to pass. He'll hit Dowdell, and he's not got much room there. So now 3rd and long.
Yeah, nothing doing for the Nebraska offense on for these first 2 plays. And if you're Charlotte, get outfield right here, be huge.
It'll be massive. So they will do it there.
I mean, do you know something else that's massive?
No, I do not. What else is massive?
I don't know. I was asking you.
I know something that's massive. I regretted that. I've been dreading the day I've had to do this on stream. Low taper fade. Sorry, we have to do something to liven up this broadcast. How close am I to giving up right about that? Oh, handoff goes up to Kilman. Kilman going to cut back and he's going to get a gain of 3.
If I had to guess, that more than likely will be clipped.
Probably so. You know, that'll add on to my elusive collection, right? You know, drink prime, everybody. As Kilman gets another handoff, he'll go for 4 this time. We can actually take the time, if we get a game break, to tell the story of how that clip has been originated as they lose 1. We'll see what they do on this 4th down, though. They're going to go for it. And he's going deep, knocked away. It's actually overshot it. So Nebraska will take over on downs. But, yeah, Dylan, the question on everybody's mind has been, why did y'all choose me to be the one to take the golf swing?
Believe that it has to do with your deep, deep, unconditional love for Prime and KSI.
I do love KSI, and I do think the drink is pretty good. So yeah, that was just a bunch of boys being boys trying to capitalize on a viral phenomenon that was sweeping the globe, and yeah, it turned out to be a pretty good video besides the golf swing. I did not, for all of you that are wondering, I did not get a better swing. I just quit golf. And Raiola going to go down.
Demon Clowney.
Demon.
Pre-season All-American Demon Clowney.
There he is. So now 4th and 17, and he's going to have to punt.
Wow.
My little Demon coming up big here. And we see the sack leaders there. The only user on there is Caleb Herring with Tennessee. Not too big of a surprise since he uses the D-line. So
and we do have a clip.
Oh, do we have a clip? Oh, he's going deep. He's got a man. Dupree down to the 13. Okay. I think that was a pretty good low taper fade, if I do say so myself. But yeah, big play there for Charlotte. Now they're within striking distance with a 2-minute warning coming up.
Look at the secondary for Charlotte showing out. 31 passing yards for Nebraska.
Yeah. So motion goes to Thomas. Will they give it to him? They will give it to him. He's going to break through the hole there. Touchdown, Charlotte. An extra point away from making it a 14-7 game, which they will. We have just received word that Oregon Ohio State will play Thursday after he works. So no sim at least till Thursday night. So Raiola dropping back to throw. He's got the crosser over the middle. That is Lloyd. Lloyd going to be brought down after a gain of 9. So Nebraska needs to score here if they can, because I believe Charlotte gets ball to start the second half.
But yeah, they do. Nebraska scored the first play touchdown.
Yeah. So another crosser. That one goes to Hall. He will hang on for the first down. Clock still ticking now, under a minute. And knocked away. Okay, my cat got your tongue over there.
I'm just trying to figure out what we're doing on offense and how we're going to fix it.
Okay, well, the flag's not going to help. I'm sure that's going to be hold. Yep, on Brock Knutson. What a name.
I mean, just look at the gold standard of this university. The crowd is peak. Fumble.
Ball's on the turf.
Charlotte could break this game wide open here.
I think I would probably risk a timeout to challenge that if I was Nebraska.
Thank you for the idea.
Yeah, if he gets... I'm sorry. I was just trying to be a neutral.
It was not.
Okay. Okay, I don't... Yeah, but I don't hate that call.
Max Brown rolling out. I love the idea right there to not force it in this situation.
Yeah, right. You know, you don't want to turn the ball over, come up empty here. You want to take advantage of the opportunity that's been given to you by the Nebraska Cornhuskers offense. So Brown's going to drop back to throw here. He's going to go to the right, going to hang on. My voice is killing me today. Brown going to hand off to Kilman. Kilman right on the outside. He will go down. Charlotte will take a timeout. Is that actually Charlotte's hand signal? That cheerleader is just throwing up gang signs. I just don't know if that's university sponsored, but they're going to power.
Touchdown, Dunbar.
Look at that. The 49er faithful are being rewarded for sitting through the rain.
We're going to take a fair catch. Just try our luck at a at taking it into half maybe, I believe, and then coming out and locking in the second.
Yeah, it's going nowhere. My little demon blows it up.
Reports. I'm hearing reports from our was supposed to be sideline reporter saying that Patrick Mahomes is actually in the locker room, in the Nebraska locker room, to give a pep talk.
Is he?
Coming out. Yes, he is.
Okay.
Him and then also Jackson Mahomes in the background doing dances. So let's see if it works, and they'll come out with a little bit of fire here in the second half.
We have a Jackson in the league that kind of acts like Jackson Mahomes.
I can see the comparison, but
I can see.
I mean, I could see where you get the two mixed up, but I wouldn't say they're twins.
No, but they're definitely related. Pretty similar. Speaking of things that curved, Dwayne Thomas gonna curve around the defender
What does that
there for
even-
the first down.
Tell me what that means.
Well, curve, right? Because, not straight.
Interesting.
I better shut up. I'm gonna get a mad Joker text here in a minute. You better not get the stream taken down.
You're cooked.
I know, I'm cooked. Kelvin. To Ron Kelman. In on the stop.
Look at Max Brown showing out today.
I told you what he needed to do, and he's done it so far.
It's the beginning of I was about to say it's the beginning of third quarter. Let's not get our hopes up, because it takes one play to do that.
So 3rd and 4. Does he fight for
got
it?
it. Yeah,
he
first
gets
down.
it. First down, Keelman. First down, Charlotte. So here comes Brown.
Motion him out. Handoff, Kelman gets 3.
I think all those practice runs with always Joker is starting to pay off for Tiger NASCAR.
We could see a trip back to a bowl game this year. Maybe even a 7-5 season. Maybe 8-4. I don't really know what he's got on the horizon schedule-wise, but
Yeah. Well, the loss to Dirt was upsetting. There's a lot of
there was Mickey allegations
yeah.
into that game.
Yeah, that game was pretty bad. I mean, Florida State did not deserve to win that game, but they did. I just kind of got unlucky there. Much like the game today between Florida State and Clemson, who was
Yeah, that was also an
picked to
interesting one.
finish
I don't really think
picked
either
to
one of them
finish
wanted to win.
second in the ACC for me in the preseason, and I don't think I could have been more wrong. But that's the deal with this business sometimes. Sometimes you just get things really wrong, and sometimes you get things really right.
I mean, sometimes you're the baseball and sometimes you're the bat.
Yeah. Charlotte trying to just melt this clock away here. Brown going to hand off to Dunbar. Is
throwing
that the-
shoulders, throwing foreheads.
That is not, okay, is related maybe to the former Boise State running back? I'm not sure where he transferred in the offseason.
That's not him. The Boise State
I know
running
it's
back
not
was Dubar.
him.
Yeah, I don't know where he went. Yeah, the Boise State guy was Dubar, and he did transfer, right? He wasn't a senior.
He did transfer.
I don't know what. the question is, at what point during the night after this play does one go and do homework? It's just,
I actually have a video to film for Plants and Humans, and I really don't want to do that. But I'm probably going to do it tonight. I'll probably do it at like midnight because it's not due till tomorrow at midnight. But if you're not paying attention to World College basketball, Mississippi State plays at not at Alabama. We play at home versus Alabama tomorrow night. So I definitely will not be getting any homework done tomorrow.
yeah. Look at Max Brown with the motion.
Jet sweep.
I
Thomas
think
gonna
he's
score
learned a little
again.
bit from Always Joker there, too, with that play call. That's a staple in the Always Joker offense. That was
Lloyd
a
looked
perfect
to
drive
return
from Charlotte.
there.
Charlotte's playing close to perfect right here, to be honest. No turnovers, no sacks, just touchdowns and stops.
Yeah, well, there's
And a
another
fumble,
one.
and it's recovered by
And
Charlotte.
Gregory Yates falls on it, and I think that the fat lady may have sung. I know it's the third quarter, but I just don't see how Nebraska gets back in this game from here.
I think in the only thing that I see making a difference in the outcome of this game is Patrick Mahomes suiting up and playing this fourth quarter.
Mo Clipper Jr. is hurt. That's unfortunate. That's a really good name, too.
Max Brown will not get in.
So the end of the third quarter, that'll bring us to the start of the fourth. That's the spot. Kielman touchdown, Charlotte. 49ers increase their lead. And running up the score allegations, right?
There's only a certain man that I know that would hit someone's running up the score allegations at this point in the ball game.
Does his name start with a...
No.
No, it doesn't?
No, it doesn't.
Okay. Does his name start with a J?
Play the fifth.
I played the fifth. See if Nebraska can try to get in the end zone here. Just a rough day here in the rain. I think they're going to blame that, honestly. The sloppy conditions.
I mean, coming out of a loss, every loss, you have to have an excuse on deck.
Yeah, right. Yeah, an excuse.
If you're
But
not
unless you're
coming out of-
Pablo, and then you're the president of the No Excuses Club.
Yeah. Appointed by Joshua Wright,
The
always
same
Joker.
guy
Yeah.
that name starts with a J.
He has appointed me to be the head of the No Excuses Club. I'm a proud member,
Lloyd
and
going
that
to
looks like
break free. Lloyd
Yeah.
breaks a tackle. Yeah, which I think's a little unfair. I think Texas still has a better team. I think they're the head of the No Excuses Club this year, but you know,
I think
you're definitely
Georgia
number
should be
two.
a member.
They
at
are a
least.
member. I mean, their excuse is currently that what did he say?
A little bit of Armor
He's
of Forger, a little bit of
A little bit of Armor Forger, a little bit of NASCAR Heat 5.
and I think he's going to end up, after he loses at the at some point during the season, it'll be, well, just compare your Xfinity standings, your Xfinity points to mine. And that's fair, but who cares?
Who cares? This is
And
2025.
yeah, this is 2025. NASCAR Heat 5 is an old game.
It is an old game.
Thank you.
It is an old game. I like to pull that one out too. A lot of the people that like to talk about my racing talents couldn't stay on the same football field with me on this game, but we'll move. Man in motion here, pitch, and Lloyd gonna fight for the first down. He breaks the tackle down to the 10. Just a little too late, or too little, too late for the Nebraska Cornhuskers, I'm afraid.
Yeah, I do have to agree.
Oh, ooh. Damian Crocker got his hand on that one. That one should have been intercepted.
Oh, little QB draw with Raiola.
Raiola hit hard at the 3.
That takes him to negative 33 rushing yards on the day. Not his best work. I'll say that.
Well, when you're getting shut down by Charlotte, it's never gonna be pretty on the stat sheet.
I agree.
So throw to the running back, knocked
And
away.
Dante Dowdle has CTE.
I think we just kick our points, make this look a little less,
Looks like we're trotting the offense out there. Raiola. Maybe they put Mahomes in this suit. Let's see. They must have.
Touchdown, Nebraska.
I don't know if you've seen it briefly, the top receiving yards leaders. A running back at the top.
Yeah, shout out Sauce, who I think has played for the Pool Room Dynasty National Championship. Oh, no, they play later. Okay. Well, we don't need to be plugging other leagues, but if you know, you know. The National Championship and that league's going on tonight as well.
Yeah.
Me and Pablo are both victims of the second round bye, in that league. But that happens sometimes. You just get cold, right? We talk about it all the time with the way baseball playoffs is. The format just favors the wild card teams.
Yeah, it favors the wild card team that wins. But I don't think my loss was on, unless the bye just makes your receivers drop passes and your quarterbacks miss throws. And then,
we have rumors, a breaking rumor mill from the Texas head coach saying that rumors are going around that Nebraska will be moving on from their head coach. More to come tonight at 9. Well, it's 1 minute away from 9 Eastern. We'll see if anything comes out of that.
We have a minute 49 left in this football game.
Are they going to fire him before he gets off the field? They did that in Arkansas to a couple coaches. They did it to Bielema. That was funny.
If you're ever interested in a useless football stat, useless history fact about sports, ask Caleb. But do not ask him who the starting shooting guard for the Thunder is.
It's Isaiah Joe.
It's not Jason Wallace.
See, we don't care about it, right? We don't care about the Thunder. What are the Thunder even done? So that will bring this one to a close.
And we have got to okay. You have permission from the broadcast to score a touchdown.
We're kicking a field goal, and I just have to agree. I'm not quite sure what the timeout was about there. Fake the field goal.
Call a timeout. Throw a
Call a
touchdown pass.
timeout. Throw a touchdown pass. He will kick the field goal to make it look a little worse, but I don't know what the whole call timeout with 1 second. I don't know how he even got that off, but 38-14. But
Oh, hi.
impressive win today. What was up with the antics there at the end?
Yeah, I mean, just kind of, we were kneeling, they called a timeout, so it's like, if they're going to finish the game, we're going to finish the game too. So that's my kind of the way we thought about it there.
Yeah.
Okay, we're hearing from the Nebraska head coach that the timeout was not on purpose, and we fat-fingered it and hit the big button in the middle. But I have a question, Tiger. What does this win mean for you going forward, and what is the goal of this football season?
Yeah, I mean, we're trying to make a bowl game, and this game definitely mattered to us because you don't want to be 2-4 going into conference play. First win at home, I believe, as well, so kind of get us the momentum going into a non-conference schedule or conference schedule here, and we feel pretty good about it. Going probably go hopefully 7-5 at best, maybe even 4.
At best. Why are we not going for 9-3 at best? I mean,
Why not 10-3? You could have a 10-win season this year, Tiger.
we got to play Miami, unfortunately, so that's going to be pretty difficult.
You could
But
have a 9-win season this year, Tiger.
you never know, you know? It just, I don't know.
all I'm saying is shoot for the stars.
Well, we'll be there, hopefully.
Okay.
All
Yeah.
right. Well, over to Nebraska. You're 0-5 to start off the year. What type of pressure is on this team now to perform?
Well, I mean, going into the game, I thought we played it close. I mean, Dowdell breaking off that, I believe it was an 80-yard run on the first play of the game, kind of gave us momentum, and then after we threw that pick, it all, kind of came downhill, but we're just gonna move on and, continue to fight and, maybe win some games down the stretch. We got, like, Maryland, Ohio State, Minnesota, Michigan State, and a couple other teams down here, so being 0-5, not what you want to be, especially, this late into the season, but we're just going to continue to keep fighting and, maybe we can make a bowl game, but it's going to be tough starting 0-5.
I see 3 bye weeks there at the end. I think we have one in week 8 and week 11.
And week
That's
13
an
and week
interesting-
12.
It's an interesting bye week schedule.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. All right. Well, Pablo, you have any questions?
what kind of adjustments are we going to make going forward to put up a better fight on the offensive side of the ball?
Well, like I said, I mean, first play of the game, Dowdell bursted one for 80 yards, so maybe we'll try to maybe focus more on the run game because clearly the passing game isn't working. Didn't help the fact that, this game in Charlotte was played in the rain, so, that could have been a factor too, but maybe we'll just more focus on running the ball within the next coming weeks.
Yeah. I mean, that's it for me.
Well, we'll hop off the airways here. I don't know when USC and Penn State will be playing. That's our other game of the week. Spoiler alert. If for some reason you're in this stream following this channel, not in the Discord, what are you doing? But yeah, for Pablo and myself, we are signing off from Charlotte, North Carolina.